أهلا بكم في هذه الحلقة الخاصة من برنامج مراقبون، حلقة خاصة بمناسبة الذكرى الأولى لبداية الحرب في أوكرانيا. لعدة أشهر حاولنا الحفاظ على قدر من التواصل مع مراقبينا في عدة مناطق في أوكرانيا، وطلبنا منهم أن يحدثونا عن تأثير الحرب في حياتهم اليومية مع اشتداد وتيرتها وغياب مؤشرات عن انفراج قريب لهذه الأزمة. لنستمع إلى ما قاله تاراس ريفوناتس الذي بقي في العاصمة الأوكرانية كييف رغم تدهور الأوضاع هناك.
I'm taking care of my parents, both of whom are disabled. That's why we chose to stay here in Kiev. When the Russians began bombing us in late February, we used the bomb shelter a few times, but then my dad just kind of gave up because it was too hard for him to move. Usually we have blackouts on like work days, and they average 3 to maybe 5 hours a day. Back in mid-fall, I mostly relied on candles and these small stoves to cook myself like eggs.
Гріємо борщ. Ось так виживаємо.
Our worst blackout was the blackout in late November. We didn't have any power for 3 days. A lot of the stores ran out of food. Our last major bombing raid was on New Year's Eve, and several people died actually here in Kiev. But since then, we haven't had any major bombings and blackouts. I consider myself one of the lucky people because I have a roof over my head and bread on my table, and I'm relatively healthy, and that's what really matters at this point.
قرابة 8 ملايين نسمة فروا من أوكرانيا مع بداية الحرب ولجأوا إلى عدة دول في الخارج. من بين هؤلاء مراقبتنا فيرونيكا تيخونوك التي تعيش حالياً في جمهورية مقدونيا الشمالية. فيرونيكا غادرت ماريوبول بعد وقت وجيز من بداية الاجتياح الروسي.
These sounds of bombing, of explosions were really close. Like they were close and close and close by every hour. We realized that we need to leave the city. We were just crossing these big streets. They were full of ruins, some metal, glass, trash, rubbish from the ruined buildings, ruined streets, ruined cars that was caught up by fire. We moved from Zaporizhia to Dnipro, then we crossed all the way from Dnipro to Lviv, then from Lviv to Uzhgorod, and then from Uzhgorod to the small village in mountains.
فيرونيكا بلغت في آخر المطاف جمهورية مقدونيا الشمالية مع عدد من أصدقائها.
I'm living with my mom right now. I do my studies online and I'm finishing my 3rd year right now. I work remotely. To be honest, I can say that I have a life.